obviously United fans want to try and stop you winning the league. Ole Solskjaer replied, maybe, when asked if he'd prefer if Spurs were to win the league. So what does this game mean to you?
A lot. It's the only game we have at the weekend, and it's against Manchester United. It's a big one, absolutely a big one, and we have to. We know that it's a difficult one as well. So they are in a good moment, really good moment. They are physically strong. They have. They defend well. They attack well. They have flexible aids. They have the 2 goals they scored against Chelsea. I saw the game, obviously, and Chelsea was not that bad, as everybody made them after the game, but United scored in perfect moments and scored 2 brilliant goals. So full of confidence, all that stuff. That's how they go in the moment. That's clear. So we will go there and we will be as good as possible prepared and try everything to get a result there. That's the plan. And but you never know. It's how I said, with 2 strong teams will face each other, and so it's open until the final whistle, and that we try to use that time.
How different to United side, Jurgen, is this from the one that you beat in December?
Oh, the way they play is obviously different, but it's now everything what I could say or will say or could say now is people would, or probably you make a story of it, that it sounds like kind of disrespectful for Jose Mourinho, and there's no reason for that because he's an outstanding manager. But it looked like in the end that they had a difficult time together, and they found a solution for them, how they want to improve that situation, and that obviously worked out. So since all is there, pretty much everything changed. We see the Pogba, Man United signed a couple of years ago. Herrera is in outstanding shape. All the offensive players, they were all there, and they were all good before, but now they kind of are full of confidence and use all their potential. So that that's a big difference, of course. And yeah, sometimes how it is, you need some changes. And in football, it's very often a manager that it helps. It helps not always, but sometimes it helps. In this case, obviously it helps. So it's a different side, obviously a different style, but still united. And so they have all different ways in their toolbox to get results. They can still defend deep and all that stuff. They have to sometimes, and they play high pressure in different moments. So all that stuff, it's all there. It's good.
Bayern the other night, Manchester United this weekend, and Everton after that, trying to stop your title charge. What is it like for you and the players being in the thick of this at the moment?
There's Watford in the middle of the week as well, so we should not forget them. That's how it is. I don't think I'm not sure, but with Bayern for sure, it's nothing personal. It's they want to be as successful as possible. I think that's for Man United the same. If they have as a little plus that with 3 points against us we cannot be champion or whatever, I don't know if that is like that. If that's the case, it's a big game. Anyway, so it was always a big game and will always be a big game. So we always were looking forward to play there. Actually, it's a good atmosphere. It's very exciting. All the stuff around. A lot of talk before. Don't like that too much, but that's normal. And at the weekend then Everton, yeah, after Watford, which is typical after Everton. Of course, they have their own situation. I don't think that they think too much about our title chances. They have to sort their own situation. That's how all of us have to do. And so I, to be honest, I didn't think a second about Watford so far, and not a second about Everton, and didn't think anymore about Bayern since yesterday. So we play United, and that's tough enough.
The only setback in Solskjaer's reign against PSG, have they provided the blueprint, and specifically with the way they had 3 men, Garden, Pogba and Xhaka in his space?
Yeah, result-wise was the only team, but it was Tottenham played a pretty good game against United, to be honest. So you cannot. Yeah, what is the blueprint? They were pretty cool with the ball. They passed really a lot, and they were really confident, good positioning, passing between the lines, stuff like that, scoring the right moment, and of course. you saw against Chelsea that that United can play very, very good without Lingard and Martial, because that was a proper lineup with Mata and Lukaku bringing in. But in a game when you have to change that changed much more, because you cannot really adapt. They played the last 5 or 6 games before that with the same lineup, and then you have to change like this in 15 minutes. That obviously didn't work out, and PSG used that. So that was a bit luck for PSG, but they played a really, really good game. Very, very demanding, looked very in charge in most of the situation. Did give them a lot of counterattacks away, which is a massive thing to do in a game against United, because whichever lineup they have, how they attack with whoever it is will be quick on this kind of offensive wings, and that's just good. Then they, from time to time, they leave a player up or two and stuff like that. So you need to be really 100% concentrated in this game. But PSG did well, scored good goals in the right moment, and that helps in football always.
And just team news for this weekend?
They are not in. Joe not in. I think pretty much all the rest is in training at least. I hope I didn't forget about Orion Brewster. Is still only little parts, Ox in bigger parts, but not ready to play. The rest should be trained and will train with us if a little bit of time. Usually now I get a message somebody's ill, so in the last 3 weeks, so I'm still a bit nervous about that, but until now I didn't hear anything.
Across the line, David.
Yeah, can you touch on the idea that it's basically the first time in a long time that you won't have to put a midfielder in defence if you don't want to. So how difficult is it going to be to sort of make that decision in central midfield and leave someone out when you've all contributed quite well recently?
Oh, Neil, it's not difficult, because we now have to make a decision about who starts. First time, the thing is always, we always had a good lineup to start. Our problem was how can we change then? So that's a problem, and maybe 1 or 2 players who are not 18 years old will not be in the squad. I don't know in a moment, but that could happen. And that's all good. We need that. We need to have influence from the bench, that we can change, bring on players who are fit, and not like Schack now against Bayern having 1 session before that, but because of other things, we thought, okay, if we need him for 10-15 minutes, we can bring him at least. That's good. Now he has another 5 or 6 days in training, which helps always, and all these things. So that's what you need in that very decisive period of the season. That's the decisive period of the season, and we create a basis. We said it a lot, or I said it a lot. We have to use now, and for using the situation, you need the right number of players, because we have 3 games in a week. I don't think about the other 2 games, but I know that they will come, and so it's good. First time, and hopefully it stays like this. That we can make really changes in the game, in the lineups, and all that stuff. That's what you need. And how is that? This is today. Hopefully it stays like this. I say it now too often maybe, but it's the best moment for a couple of weeks.
Nothing from Glenn now. Nothing from you now. Just wait 1 second from Richard. No, and we'll finish with our last one then, and we'll for 2 questions. Yes. 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 Sorry.
Hi, how, as a manager, how impressed are you with the job that Solskjaer has done in United in just 2 months? It's exactly 2 months since his first game today.
I think that's probably the best record a manager ever had when he came in the season. I don't know. We always when we start analyze, then it's always you get like the last 10 games or so, and winning is green. Was pretty green, to be honest. So they had a few good results since he's in. So I said it already. We are no magicians, and we cannot. But the potential this Man United team is good. That was always clear. It didn't work out for different reasons, stuff like that. And he came in and obviously found exactly the right words. He did exactly the right in training. So he made his experience in Norway. Obviously, people are not directly involved in football think that's not a proper football management. It's like Norway, what do they are skiers and stuff like that. But you have to do all the things you need as a football manager with players who have not the same potential than the players they have here. So, and it's nice. I'm really happy for him that he got the opportunity and to show his quality and his doing, obviously, and his. It's not the best news for us, obviously, but it's like this. It's for all Man United fans. It's obviously brilliant. They bring in and have all the things Sir Alex Ferguson stood for, and because he was experienced, obviously, big time of Sir Alex Ferguson's time at Manchester. So with all the new things in football, so that's really good and makes them a threat again. That's how it is. They were always a threat in the specific games, but now, of course, they are really back on track. Everybody sees that, and yeah, good for them.
You mentioned his lack of experience at this level, referencing Norway and his experience.
I didn't mention his lack of experience. I said people see that like this.
And that's why what I'm going to ask.
Okay, we have to be very, very careful with what we say exactly. Tomorrow the headline would be, Ole has a lack of experience. That is not a headline I want to read.
But some people have put it like whoever could have come into the job and done what he's done, and that because of his lack of experience, it's maybe just about who left than about who came in. Do you think he's shown enough to really show people that he belongs at this level as a manager?
Of course. Of course. Clear. That's how it is. We all needed luck in our life, in our managerial career. So when I went from Mainz to Dortmund, people said, I have international experience. That was true. But it's not something you can buy or whatever. You have to make it. And if Ole is not a former player of Manchester United, then he will not have made a move from Norway to Manchester United. That's clear. But if you get the chance, you have to use it. And of course, he showed everything what you need together with his coaches. So they made a few smart decisions there. That's how it is. And it worked out. Could have worked. Because of different things, you scored this goal not and concede here a goal, then it goes in the other direction. But yeah, he has the quality and he had the luck in the right moment, and now he's in charge, and there's no doubt about that. That he will be there for that he will be the manager next year as well. That's clear. Can you imagine one situation when they say we bring in another manager and the new manager will lose one game, and then that's of course not possible. So he deserves that 100%. He made everything what you have to make to be successful with them. But so I think now we spoke enough.
Yeah, of course. So you're sure he's going to be the permanent manager?
I think I said that.
Thanks. Thank you very much.
Thanks.
Jurgen.
Welcome.
Kill this chance.